Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yeah. Hello out there, everyone. Can't see me right now, but you guys will see me in a few. Alvin, hope I'm saying your name right. I see that you're in, but with no video yet. But I see that you're in. Hopefully, I said the name right. I guess one. Okay, Alvin, I see your video now. I see you. I see you. What's good? We'll get started here in a minute. Yeah, Xavier, man, if you could unmute your mic and show your video. Alden, same thing. If there's a possibility, if you don't mind showing yourself, man. And I'm gonna do the same, take off my video. And we're all here. And let me turn up my volume. Yep, it's up. So I should be able to hear everyone. How's everyone doing? Can't hear you. You're muted. Alden, you're muted. There you go. I hear some sound now. It's connecting. I hear some sound.
Yeah, I hear you now.
Yeah, I hear you, Xavier. We got Alden on the line. Oh, hopefully I'm saying his name correct, but it's connecting before we can hear him. I think I see it says it's connecting. It's still connecting. Guess it's taking a while to connect. Before I get started with anything, I just want to make sure it's connected so you can hear us. I think it's connected, hopefully. Alden, you can hear me? Alden, you can hear me? Hello? Yeah, I think everybody's volume is up. Alden, you can hear me? Oh, I think there's another button to press to bring your volume up. I see you talking, but I think you're low, so you got to press there's a button that you could press to bring up your volume. You're unmuted, but there's another button you could press so your volume comes up. I hear your car is just low. I hear that you're driving, but everything is low. There's a button that you should be able to press to lift your volume up, outside of just raising the volume. Now you're muted again. You're muted again. You're muted back. You have to unmute your mic again. There you go. Now you're unmuted, but now you need to press like another button where your level goes up. Your sound comes up so we can hear you loud.
My volume's on full blast though.
There you go. There you go. Whatever you did, that's it. I can hear you now. There's a button that you normally just press because the sound effect is low. And if you press it, it brings you up. Okay. You're gone again. Oh, now I got you.
Technology, man. I'm still old school, man.
Yeah, welcome, man. Welcome. Yeah, how was your day?
It was all right. It was a long day, man.
Yeah. All right, no problem. Hey, Xavier, hey, show yourself so I can introduce just you to Alden. That's how you say your name, right? Alden.
Yeah.
All right, I said it right. Cool. Xavier, show yourself, man.
Get my earphone. I can't hear you too good.
Okay. Yeah, I got my son here with me.
Okay, cool, man. You still in Jamaica or you back home?
No, I'm back home. I'm here in Florida. I'm back in Florida.
What's up, man? So you're not from Chicago?
No, sir. I'm from New York.
Like, okay, that's what's up, man. I recognize the accent because I spent some time in New York as well, you know.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. New York. I never been to Chicago. My brother is from there, but I never been there. But Damien came to visit me, you know, when I was in New York. I had brought him over for like the whole summer. So we came and we played some basketball together, and he was there the whole summer, and it was
I'm trying to
nice.
put in my earphone here. Yeah,
Xavier,
man.
you can hear me loud and clear?
No, I put my earphones in because I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, I was asking my
Hold on,
son,
hold on, one sec.
so I think it's on your end.
Left. All right, there you go.
All
Couldn't
right,
hear
so
you.
hopefully you hear me well now.
Yeah, I can hear you well now, but yeah, man. You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you loud and
Okay.
clear. Way better than what I was hearing before.
Okay, good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was saying, I had a long day because I gotta go to this like a surprise party. One of my homeboys, lady, have a surprise birthday party today, so it's not far from where I'm at right now.
Nice.
So I'm about to go head over there. I went to go buy. I'm at the liquor store right now, LCBO, Canada, right? I'll buy a bottle for them. You know,
Okay. Sounds
alcohol and
good.
stuff. Yeah, man, support. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But yeah, man. I always want to visit Florida though, but man, these popos they got me on like this. Can't cross the border till I get a waiver or some shit. So
Hmm.
that was my issue. That's why I'm always in Jamaica. You know, because
Yeah.
that's my place. I can always go there. They can never turn me back. You know what I mean? And yeah, basically, I love Jamaica. You know, it's really nice.
Yeah.
I,
I love
I have a,
Jamaica too.
yeah, I have a few family in Florida, man, but um, I don't be going out there ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But other than that,
Sure.
though, I try to do that trading stuff, right? I opened up the Well Simple, and I checked out a couple stocks that you gave me, but I think I gotta add more money, and I don't really know how to trade on that. Whether I sell, keep it, I don't know what to do, basically. So that's where I might need your help on that
Well,
angle.
well, my advice to you when it comes to investment is don't act as a day trader unless you
Yeah,
have that type of money to day trade every day.
yeah,
So
yeah,
if you have that type of money to day trade every day where you're trying to make money every day from the stock market,
yeah,
then go for it. That's a day trader. But if you're
yeah,
looking to invest for your future,
yeah.
you want to try and do index funds,
Okay,
ETFs.
okay. So I would have to go. I would have to go I would have to go on my Well Simple app and try to find index stocks,
Yeah,
basically.
well, yeah, that, and I can walk you through some great ones, you know,
Okay,
but just look at it as long-term investment, and
right,
then if you want to do your short term, then you could
yeah,
become a day trader as well, but
right,
that's totally up to you and how your pockets are, so me,
right,
I'm more of a long-term investor, and if you
right,
want to make money overnight, on the stock market, you got to become a day trader. and
Right.
and then you have forex as well, where you can make money overnight. You know, you
Yeah,
heard
the
about
forex.
forex, right?
Yeah, the forex. Yeah, I didn't really too jump into forex because I know it's like it's money. It's all about money, and you have to know your money. So I didn't
Yeah,
too jump into that. But yeah, the forex. I don't mind the forex too, but you have to know money well. You know you gotta guess the market well. You know, right now a
yeah,
lot of stocks are down. Yeah, and I don't know. I need to maybe study some stocks 101 or something like. You know what I mean? To have a better idea because I didn't know what index was and what's the difference between whatever. I know what forex was, but I didn't know
yeah,
what index was. And there's a couple of things, Nasdaq and Dow Jones. I don't know what all that shit is. I don't know none of that.
yeah. Well, when it comes to index funds, this is a combination of companies that's really doing very well,
Yeah,
and it's less risk. When you buy the actual stocks,
yeah,
you know, you can gain a whole lot, but you can also lose a whole lot. When it comes to index funds, it's a little bit more safe.
let's see. More like as the company grow, you grow.
Yes.
So you more like to buy the early.
Lost your connection there for a minute.
No, it's okay. Mom Dukes is calling. Mom Dukes just called me a while ago.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Once that happened, it kicked you off for a little bit. Yeah.
yeah. That's okay. Hey, man, I gotta hit her up just now anyway.
Hmm.
Uh, but other than that, man, yeah, man, just trying to get ahead in life, man. You know, I'm trying to get ahead in life somehow. You know, whether it's stocks, investments. But I really want to get into stocks, but I want to initially become a day trader or something like this. Sit
Yeah.
back and try to figure it out because I have knowledge and I have time, you know. So
Yeah.
it's a matter of well, not knowledge. I shouldn't say that, but I have the insight for business. You know, I always have I'm a quick learner basically. So
Yeah.
just trying to figure where I can fit it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Definitely. Well, I'm a futuristic guy.
Yeah,
So I like to do a lot that has to do with the future. Just
yeah,
like technology.
right,
Technology helps.
right.
You know, Technology changes the world.
Yeah, man, for sure. And the one that you sent me, the stocks that you sent me, I searched a couple of them, like Moderna, a couple of them, right? So what do you suggest what I do with those ones? Do I buy the index from those, buy a few stocks with the index and sit on it, or what do you suggest with those ones?
Well, we'll talk more about that off
Yeah.
off live.
Oh,
Because
say more. Okay, I understand. Yeah.
yeah, you don't want to give out information
No,
online,
no.
and somebody else go do it
Yeah,
and
yeah,
come back to
yeah.
our channel and be like, "Yo, I heard it from
No.
you. You made me lose money, or you made me gain."
Yeah, no. I understand. I totally understand.
Yeah, so
The next thing,
whatever I do with you is, got to be off of here.
yeah, man. The next question in and is the leasing, the property leasing. Right now is a good time because a lot of people that own the property in that area there maybe want to give up the opportunity to lease it out. You
Yeah.
know, because right now times are sticky. You know, especially now. So I mean, that's an opportunity right now because I can get on one of those spots. Because I figured, I don't know what you guys are paying for your lease for your property, but at the end of the day, we can have a couple properties running. Run some professional ads and turn around, have her work together collaboratively. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Have her place rented out between your people from the States and to Canada. You can have all these groups of people make group trips. You know what I mean? Link up people from different cities and you know what I mean, make it work. Once you have the property, right?
Yes.
My network is not too bad, of people that I know.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So I mean, I know some good people basically. So, but I want to get into leasing. I wanted to get into it a long time ago. I did actually. But go ahead. I want to ask something. Yo, hold on 1 second. Hey, you guys
Yeah.
don't have the smaller Kavasi? Oh, it's a flat one of Kavasi. Whatever it is, there.
Yeah, there's this small, not the Kavasi, but there's a small, like there's
It's a handy, small handy, but
200, like,
no. Here what happened? Yeah, they have a small this, but I want a small of this,
yeah, no,
and it's a flat
yeah,
bottle
no,
like
no,
that.
no.
And it's
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, it's like that. The flag but big.
Yeah, no,
No, I have that one. Yeah.
no.
Okay. I don't like Hennessy, man. Okay. Yeah. Hennessy so overplayed, you know. The Hennessy stuff, it's so overplayed, you know.
Mhm.
Mhm.
They still sell Hennessy.
Yeah. Still sell it, man.
Mhm.
I don't even like drinking. I actually like Cavassier better.
Yeah.
I know. You know what I mean? I know. They're moving like a real clown. With that one. All right. Who's going? You're going, I'm going. All right. Yeah, what happened? I want to get one more. Okay. All right. Sorry, man. I'm just buying this bottle, right?
No, do your thing. I'm in the chat texting.
Yeah, man.
Any air miles? It's 6670.
That's my earmuffs. Oh, one second. Sorry about that.
It's all good.
Six.
Yeah, 670.
Yeah, I got you. I think I'm gonna change it.
20.
I'm good. 5 and yeah, that's it. That's it.
45. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 70.
All right. I'm done.
You want the receipt?
Yeah, sure. Let's go in the bag. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. One second.
Yeah, man. So, yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right, here we go.
Yeah. Oh, you too, bro. Yeah, I gotta get used to this online and chat stuff because I'm actually trying to come up with a clothing brand as well, eh? You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Can you hear me? Oh, yeah. I'm trying to come up with a clothing brand, eh?
Uh-huh. I heard.
Yeah. So it has to do with Kingston, right? So I'm just trying to right now try to find some products so I can make money. I'm always trying to make money, man. Somehow trying to get ahead, bro. But, you know, I'm sick of being poor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm working too hard, you know. And I'm one of those righteous pro-black kind of people, you know.
Uh-huh.
I do have a mixed kids, but that's a later part of my life that I kind of not regret, but I kind of like, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I go through a lot through the struggles, racism out here, you know, and
Uh-huh.
a lot of things hold me back because of that shit. You know what I mean? I get held back because of a lot of shit that I have to go through. You know, it's really frustrating. You know, and think about it is like the system is so messed up, man. And as you get older, you realize it. It's messed up. You know, because you see the struggle you have to go through to buy a house, and when you find out the real reason why they wouldn't give you a mortgage because you're a black, you know, or because certain reasons, you get frustrated, bro, and it's crazy. Right now, they do some regentrification type of stuff in my neighborhood. Like I grew up in the hood. Right now, in the hood, right now, they're doing the same thing they do in New York right now, in Flatbush and stuff. They're taking down all the ghetto and build up condos. Is that
Mhm.
what, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I honestly I try not to get too much into that stuff, especially us being on YouTube,
yeah,
and trying to, we could talk about certain things, but I try
yeah,
to keep it as
yeah,
clean as possible,
yeah. But
Um,
that's clean. But at the end of the day, you know, there's a lot of serious topic that need to be brought up. We can't be scared. I don't want to jeopardize anything to do with your show, but
mm, no,
the
I mean we
struggle,
could talk about them, but
the struggle is
with
real. You know.
certain things,
Yeah.
I'm a great believer in you can make a difference because when
Yes.
it comes to the system, the
Yeah.
system could be
It's just
against anyone.
right.
It's
Right.
what you do. with the
Right.
system that's provided to you. And there's
Yeah.
opportunities, there's more opportunities in the US. There's less opportunities elsewhere. There's more opportunities somewhere else. There's less opportunity over there. You get my
Right.
point? Around
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
world, you
Yeah.
know, it's what you make it. So you could
Right.
you could be living in Jamaica,
Yeah.
you know, you could be living in Haiti, you
Yeah.
know, and it's basically what you make it. Because if I go to Jamaica and say, you know what, I'm gonna live here, it's what
Yeah.
I make it, you
Well,
know,
you make it right, right,
it's
right,
what I make it. Because believe it or not, there's a lot of great places out there in the world, and at
Oh
the end
yeah.
of the day, it's what you make it. So if us come together, we can
Yeah.
make a difference, you know, because look at
Yeah, for
you, you're
sure, for
coming,
sure.
yeah, because you're coming to me, you know, about stocks and about investment. Once you make a decision like that, now you're barking up a different tree than you're used to barking up, you know, so
Right.
that's how you make a difference, you know, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I understand. You know what? You're right. I'm not really dwelling on the past, but I like to get bitter sometimes because I'm like, you know what? It's struggle is real, and it's like I gotta work 10 times harder right now to get up. But I can get up. I know exactly what you're saying. You know what I mean? I could get up,
yeah,
and I will get up. Right? It's a matter of when, how long. So, but it just it upsets me, man. I still have to go through that to this day. You know, with the jobs and with a lot of stuff in life. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
You
we,
can't
you
park
know,
here.
majority of us have that struggle, man. You know,
Yeah,
I always, that's why I love to help children, adults, whoever I can help. And that's why I
yeah,
try to remain as positive as I could be. Because even
yeah,
during this coronavirus thing right now, I'm down. I have to be
yeah,
dealing with lifting myself up as much as I can, but it is a difficult
yeah,
thing. You know, it's
yeah,
tough to try and lift yourself up. I have the courage to do so, and I've been doing it
yeah,
for years, but
yeah,
I've never experienced something like this. So it's been a really tough thing for me because I'm
yeah,
spending
man.
more time home. I'm on the internet like we're doing right now. But this
Yeah,
is not really my cup of tea because I would
yeah,
rather be out in the field, you know,
yeah,
and
yeah,
meeting someone. Meeting someone online is not the same. And then going out in public and you have to remain 6 feet apart. That is like a separation to me, you know, because I'm hands on. I
yeah,
like to, you know, there's things that you could do to uplift someone. And when you're staying away from people, it's kind of like a difficult task. I look at a basketball team. I always use sports. You know, if I'm the leader of that team, I want
hold on.
other
Hold on 1 second.
players to
Hey,
come
yo, my
and lead
man,
with
this your
me.
car?
I'm leading the team.
Back up as tight as you
At
can to
the
that
end
so I
of
can
the
go in front of
day,
you. Or you can go forward either way you choose. Yeah, hold on. Sorry, bro. Trying to find a spot.
yeah,
Yeah, man. No. I'm listening. At the end
yeah.
of the
So
day.
if I'm a leader, I want,
Yeah.
if me and you is on a team, if we're playing 2-on-2, you play basketball?
Yo, direct him so you back up as much as you can, yeah? Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, repeat what you said a while ago?
You play basketball?
Yeah, what you say a while ago, cuz? Oh yeah. I
Do
learned
you play
later on
back?
in life to play basketball, but I love basketball. Oh yeah, I love
All right.
basketball, man.
So let me ask you this. If me and you was playing basketball against two other guys, and you know, in
Yeah.
order to beat them, you can't just count on me. You're gonna have to also help out and do the
Okay.
best you can. You're gonna have to
Okay,
find a
all
way to
right, I can
come
back up.
together.
Good. Yeah. Right. Sorry, but I was trying to find a parking spot. Homeboy gave me a
Hmm.
little fly, so good
Yeah.
right now. I should do a better job than that. But yeah, sorry about that. You said
Yeah.
about the basketball, huh?
So yeah, I was saying if me and you is playing we're playing 2-on-2 against another, you know, two guys.
Yeah,
And in order for us to win, you
yeah,
know, equal it to life, in order for you to win in life, you have to
yeah,
learn how to compete. You have to learn the people that you're up against.
yeah.
So you really have to come together and see what's the best way to beat the odds.
Right.
So I always equal thing to, you know, life to sports, you know,
Okay.
because
Reference
you
it
win
sport.
some, yeah, you win some, you lose some. That's why I like to use sports to help people because sports helped me, and that's
Okay.
how I am who I am today. You know, I try my best to be a leader, because when I'm on a basketball team or any team, I'm not trying to do it alone.
Right.
I always want to incorporate the others, in
Right.
order to get to the finish line and win. And you're not always going to win, but the more you come together, the stronger force you have to beat the odds. So when
Right.
it comes to
Right.
all these things around us that we have to deal with, whether we feel like the world or people put things or stack odds against us, we have to learn how to still come
Yeah.
together. That's what we
Right.
want to do now going forward, is come together and be strong.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah.
That's at the end of the day. That you're right about that, and that's why I'm glad you offering the advice. And a lot of brothers out here, that's why we really struggling. And you said a good point. You really corrected me. Well, I knew that, but my frustration brought out the bad words, the negative part of the solution, right? But the brothers need to uplift each other, especially if it's each of us are struggling. It's better to uplift each other instead of trying to, but all of us is like a crab in the barrel. It seems like that when it comes to black people. But most of them from Canada anyway, I can say. It's like a crab in the barrel situation. You know what I mean? It just is everyone's fighting for the same piece of the pie. When one man gets a piece of the pie, he tucks it on his armpit and he runs with it. He doesn't give John a piece or nothing, because he think that if he give John a piece, he's gonna go hungry. But it's not for everybody to eat. And that's the principle that we don't understand as black people. Once we get a little bit of bag, we call it the bag, we start to brag, and that's the
Mhm.
problem. We need to come together and invest. I've been bugging my friend for about 5 years to 7 years now to invest in some property, me and him. So you know what? Let's put some money to some property. Buy it when it's cheap. You know what I mean? Just like you're saying,
Yeah.
is a way to find a solution. Instead of me complaining and bickering about my credit, we can do it together. 2, 3 of us get together and buy a house and rent it out. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't want that. He didn't want to follow that mentality, because his mentality was all about, black people rob each other. They can't trust each other. But that's why we're never going to get ahead, because of each individual, And we keep killing each other too, make it even worse. We're just killing each other. In my neighborhood, there never used to be any white folks where I grew up. I should say, not my neighborhood, but where I grew up. And now it's no more. It's a lot of white folks. And, you know what I mean? It's not like it's a bad thing, but where's all the poor people go that were there before, You have to wonder. So, you know what I mean? But anyway, it's another topic. But yeah, man.
Well, I get what you're saying, and a lot of it is, um, I always give the example of when I started my program, the
Yeah.
odds was against me to have
Mhm.
success,
Okay.
as a black man. But I didn't look at myself as, hey, I'm a black man up against the odds. I just looked
Mhm.
at myself as, I'm a man who's going to conquer any odds, not just odds that certain other people told me
Mhm.
that is my own kind, that it's stacked against me. Because if you listen to your people telling you that the odds are stacked against you,
Mhm.
then you're gonna do what they do and not beat the odds. You
Right.
may
Right.
quit, you may quit for a month and stop, because if you keep on listening to the odds being stacked against you, eventually you're going to most likely give up. So I just never.
But another phone call came in. Yo, check this out. Can
Yeah,
you hear
give
me
me
now?
one. Yeah, I'm hearing you. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. Yeah. Another phone call just came. I have to go. Surprise party. I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So to finish
Yeah.
up what I was saying,
Yeah.
It's like when you're around your people and they keep on reminding you about the odds that stacked against us, what it does is
Yeah,
it's holding you back because if you're constantly hearing that in your head, it is a
yeah, yeah, yeah,
it's keeping
yeah,
you at a level, you know. But
yeah.
when I started my program, I did not listen to that. You know, I wanted to do
Okay.
things a little bit differently than what the people are telling me, you know, because they're sharing their experience of failure, which is majority. You know, they're failing and they're telling you, hey, you shouldn't do that because I failed. You know, so
Yeah,
I
yeah,
want my own failure. If I'm going to fail, let me fail and go about it a different way. So what I did
yeah, yeah,
learn is when your own people are, even if just people in general, is telling you about their failure, you have
yeah.
to go the opposite direction and do something different, you know, so you
Right.
can also learn that way to do it a little bit different than they did it. And you may have some success because you're doing it different, you
Different.
know.
Right, right, right.
So you can live and learn from negativity as well, you know. So it's how
Oh,
you
for
go
sure, man.
about it, having success. You got to have a plan, you know. So
Yeah,
what
right
makes
now
it
I'm just,
difficult for me?
yeah.
Huh?
No, go ahead, go ahead. No, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you, cuz.
Yeah, I was gonna
I'm just
say
trying to.
what makes it difficult. Yeah, what makes it difficult for me is when you're constantly trying to give information to people and they constantly put obstacles in their way because of so many people telling them negativity. So they don't believe
Yeah,
even when
yeah,
something as good is in front of them.
yeah, 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 yeah. That's typical. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's typical.
definitely. But you know, you
Uh,
have to continue to try and help people. You can't, you know, you can't give up on them, you know, just because they don't listen. But you certainly have to put yourself around the people who listen more.
yeah, man. You have to surround yourself with more positive people. Still, you know, like I learned that myself. And if I can't find positive people, I just kind of kick to myself. You know what I mean? At the
Mhm.
end of the day, cause you know what I mean. I don't
Yeah.
have time to be fighting somebody else's battle if they don't want to uplift themselves. You know. But I cut off a couple of friends because
Yeah.
of certain reasons, man. Because of certain reasons. Because honestly, they're not really they don't see the vision of trying to get ahead in life. So I kind of go with them where they not where they don't want to go. So I got one that was he always wanted to talk about he's my best friend, but he never go to business with me. He never want to go business with me. So I'm always wondering why.
Hmm.
What's going on? You say you're my best friend. You always tell me this, tell me that. So why you not like, why you not going into business with me? And let's do something together. Whether it's anything. Open up a hot dog stand, it don't matter. Even in Jamaica, I gave him some ideas, but it's
Hmm.
just clear to me that he want to do his own thing and he's not willing to want to unite and do it together. So I just kind of just low off him. So now I kind of just stop hanging with him and do my own thing. I still communicate when he want to go have lunch and socialize. I link him. But other than that, I stop talking about business and upliftment. Uh, I even told him about
Yeah.
trading and like property, all that stuff. But he don't want to advance. So I was like, yeah, it's all good, man. You know.
A lot of it could be fear.
Yeah, I think so. Fear and trust, because he's always talking about, oh, what if one man doesn't trust the other man? Like it's always some kind of story. So it has something to do with trust. Or maybe he got burned from somebody else before. Who knows? Right? At the end of the
Yeah.
day.
Well, that's why practice makes permanent. You know, if you do something over and over and over, it becomes permanent. You know,
Right, right.
they say,
All right, listen, cuz I have to go log off, baby, because I gotta find the address for
hmm
this surprise party because I'm running late. So my homeboy just called me a while ago, let him know that said the homegirl's coming home soon. So I gotta find this address and I have no idea where I am, so I gotta use my GPS. So
all right, no
yeah.
problem, man. Well,
So
we can
there's always
you could
yeah.
jump on with us another time.
Yeah, anytime you're off it, like I work Monday to Thursday, but whenever you're back on again, shoot me a text and I'll just jump on. The last time I said, even though I couldn't figure how to join the conversation, I did listen to most of you guys' conversation with that lady and the product, right? There was about 4 of you guys on there, right? I didn't know who was who because I caught it kind of late, right? That one day when you sent me, I think it was Thursday, right? So that lady was an entrepreneur,
Yeah.
right? Is that what she was?
Yes.
Okay, what kind of
Yeah.
product did she have?
Yeah.
I forgot
I
to ask
believe
that.
believe I believe you may be talking about Lou Banks. I think she has another Airbnb in Jamaica, in Montego Bay. So when you say product,
Oh,
I'm thinking it was Lou Banks. You know,
it was a lady. It was a
that's
lady.
someone that I met. You know,
Yeah.
and that's what I'm good at. Yeah, I'm good at meeting people, and especially other business owners. So there's a lot of great things to come to this channel. So it'll get there because I'm very hands on,
Yeah.
and I'll be able to bring some people to the table who can definitely help, by giving out information to our
Yo,
audience.
shit,
So
man.
just keep on tuning into us, man, because once I get back on
I just
track,
dropped my liquor.
you'll
Oh man, I just dropped my liquor,
see
bro.
me
Fuck,
bringing some people who's very
fuck.
knowledgeable. Huh? You did what? You're muted. Mute. Muted.
Fuck, bro. Fuck,
Yeah.
I'm so pissed right
Hello?
now. Yeah, bro, I gotta go, man. I'm so pissed right now. I gotta go. All right. So listen, I gotta head back. My
You
cousin
say
just
you
called me.
dropped.
Yeah, I dropped my bottle of liquor, man. I just bought $60 bottle of liquor I just bought from the store, man. I'm doing too much right now, so I'm gonna hit you guys
Wow.
up. Yeah, look right on the floor, man. See, running down the
Wow.
street. Yeah, man. I'm so cheese right now. So check this out. I'm at the destination I'm supposed to be at, right? So I gotta get upstairs. So I'll
Mm.
plug in with you guys some other time, right? Just keep me posted
All
and
right. No
send
problem, man.
me like a WhatsApp and when you guys are gonna go on, and I can just join in accordingly. You know what I mean?
All right. No
All
problem.
right, all right. Good luck. One up, cuz. All right.
All right. No problem, man. Thank you for being on.
No man. Anytime, brother.
All right.
All right. Bless.
All right, man. Talk to you soon. Yeah, Xavier.
Yeah,
Yeah, you heard what he said? He said he dropped the liquor, he bought liquor $60 and dropped it.
tragic.
Yeah. He said he's heading to a surprise party. So I guess he was heading there with a gift and it dropped. But things like that happen, man. The way things are. Again, gotta lift yourself up, probably go back to the store and grab another one. But sometimes we all throw money away, right? And it doesn't really happen that way. You know?
Yeah.
That's why it's always good to give. How many times we out there fundraising and somebody give us $100? You see what I'm saying? So sometimes you could lose 100. Sometimes you could give it to somebody. Sometimes when you lose it, you have to count it as a gift. It's because the gift could also be you just got the knowledge to maybe be a little bit more careful next time. So life lessons, man. Because I remember growing up, lots of times I lost something that I didn't want to lose, and to this day, it made every time I lost something, it made me cherish what I had more and more and more. So sometimes losing something is a great experience to keeping it.
Mm-hmm. To keeping it together.
Yeah, all those are great experiences. I'm a very, very careful person. I remember growing up, I used to always get cuts and injuries, and I'm like, I'm not, well, when I say injuries, just cuts. I hated getting cut. Like I'm sitting there cutting chicken. I'm like, damn, I cut my hand. I hated that. I'm like, another band-aid. And I used to just cut. I'm like, yo, I know I'm not clumsy, but I wasn't clumsy. It was just like, I just never always liked to be cutting up my body and having is I just didn't really like that. I wanted a clean skin. So I hated any kind of scrape, anything. So I was just always like a careful person, but when I used to get them, I just became this person that would protect myself from getting them. Same thing with basketball. When I played basketball, I saw so many guys messed up their ankle, break their leg, all kinds of injury. And I just said to myself, I was gonna always play the game and think ahead. So when I would drive to the basket, I always drove and did the hitting and before people hit me. So I always learned it's better you do the hitting and they get injured rather than they come hit me and injure me. So, I was fortunate to play basketball for years and just avoid injuries. The only thing that I can remember having all the time was like sprained fingers, and then even at that time, it's like you still had to be like, yo, that's part of the game. It's going to happen where you're going to jam your finger. But that's an injury I hated because I was a shooter. So anytime you sprain your finger and you're trying to shoot, it's just, damn, I sprained my finger again, so it affects your shooting a little bit, but sometimes you got to work through that too. But it's about the only thing I knew I had to overcome when I sprained finger. I would still play the game, even with a sprained finger, wrap it up. I do everything to still play. But that's about the only injury that I continuously had was sprained fingers. But up until that injury you saw me with, I was never injuring my ankle or nothing like that. That was the first. And that's because I stopped playing. So I wasn't exercising as much. So I guess my bones wasn't prepared for that move that I made when we played in that men's league. So but outside of that, when I was playing all the time and always exercising, I just was always ready for any injury that was coming my way. I was like, nah, you're gonna get injured before me, not me. I just always been a guy that learned from past experiences. I think a lot of people should do that. Analyze how did I get here? What caused me to be in this position? How do I change it if it's not the position I want to be in? Things like that.
I woke up really early today.
Sir.
Woke up at like
Huh?
I woke up at like 9 today. At like 8.
9 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
You don't be getting up early. What got into you?
No, I barely slept last night.
Why?
I had a girl over.
We don't need to hear that here.
I'm tired. I'm cheesed. Nah, he said I'm cheesed. That's some Canadian slang.
What slang?
Canadian.
No.
You saw this text I sent to the parents?
I saw it coming. I didn't read it because I'm right here in this. I didn't open it up. I just saw the messages going in. There's a lot of things I recognize too, that I can also address about, selfishness, like how a lot of people are kind of selfish. Most people, when something is not in it, like I'll give an example. There's a lot of times where I will help somebody out and not get nothing from it. But I do it from the goodness of my heart just to help someone, and I do believe you get blessings from that when you do that for people, because those are the blessings that I've been receiving up until the coronavirus, when I was always going, and you guys were always able to go and play your tournaments, when parents couldn't afford them, things like that. You guys were still able to do these things, because of the efforts that I put out there to continue to go, and also the motivation from one or two people, especially Jacoby's dad. I'm always going to give him credit because, man, without that guy, man, I don't even know if I really would have stuck with it, and then Ed with, helping me to build up the website and things like that, all the way from New York and me being in Florida, between those two, and mainly Junior just driving me, telling me I can do it. It was just amazing to see, someone wanted what was best for their kid, and then his wife was on the same page, allowing him to do what he do, which was be supportive to his son, and they came together, and I loved to see that. So when I get up every day and see, Junior saying, "Hey, don't give up, don't quit, no matter how hard it got," it's like it was a driving force to me to keep on going. And look what it's gotten, for us. It's a lot of blessing in that you guys were able to go and still play basketball and use it. And basketball is expensive. I mean, it's not as expensive as baseball, which you did early on in your, lifetime too. Baseball is way more expensive, but basketball is still an expense. It's still a great big expense. You guys are still able to do that for years, through the hard work, that I put out there and set up for you guys to be able to do these tournaments and things like that. So a lot of people don't really, do that. They don't sacrifice like that, and they stay kind of stagnant because they don't sacrifice. So I've been fortunate, for blessings. I remember there was times when I was like, man, where's that gonna come from? And it's like it just rained. I'm like, okay, it just rain money. And I'm like, all right, thanks. All because of blessings that I've given out.
Sure. You always receive what you give out.
Yep.
Even if you don't realize it, you do.
Yeah, well, I certainly realize it. You like I'll be honest, like right now, to how tough it's been because of the coronavirus. I did lose some energy and I'm feeling it. But the closer it's getting towards this thing going away, my attention is starting to drift back. It's starting to gain more strength. It's almost like you lost all your strength and you're down because the strength is just not there like you had it before. And then all of a sudden, you start to build back your strength. And it's a tough road back, but you're climbing towards getting the strength back, and I'm looking at that and I'm saying, you know what? Even though it's been difficult for me and for a lot of people, but I'm speaking for myself, it's been kind of cool to see how difficult, how it can go from great to difficult. As a matter of fact, it went from difficult, real difficult, to better, to good, to great, and back down to like difficult. Now it's getting good. So on my way back to greatness, I'm seeing it go from the difficult time that I'm having because I'm not out and about, to now saying to myself, well, hold up, why are you down? And I'm thinking about the reasons why I'm down. And I'm fixing the little things that's keeping me down. And I'm working at it each day, putting the puzzle together of, hey, figure it out. Positive information can help you, but even sometimes the positive information, I'm still down. and I know why. So I have to put that puzzle together. So I've been putting the puzzle together, and it's getting back towards good. So now I see, great, how do you get there? You know, and I'm heading in that direction, but I'm better. I'm better. You know, so I, I guess I know how some people feel when they were at a certain point after they work so hard to get there, and how they can take steps back and be down on themselves. And there's so much glory when you can come back even stronger than how strong you were. And that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm really seeing. You know, because when you think about it, 2020 vision that we had, 2020 became the year that I never visioned that. I never visioned this would happen. Because when you look at it, I put you in place for you to actually change the program. And 2020 was supposed to be that year. And to how you were putting your team together, I was sitting back and saying, oh, wow, that's a whole new crew. So we had the founding players, which you're a part of. That's the struggling time. But that struggle was meant to be, because we built a foundation that had holes in it, and we patched it. Well, let me not use patch. We fixed it. We fixed it up along the way. It had holes, but we weren't falling through the holes. We fixed it. We made it as solid as we can make it. Then came the other group of guys that you guys opened the door for, and they had success. You know, but when you look back at the struggling time with yourself, Jacoby, you know, Leonard, Anthony, Jules, all of those guys, take one, Joe, Nick, take one good look back at those struggles. One would have ended up in jail. Two, I don't want to mention that, but there's a lot of things that could have went wrong during that time, to how difficult things were. And when you look at it, they always say, when I was growing up, they always say, if one makes it, you did good. But for me, that was never enough. I don't want to help one. If I have a team of 15 guys, I'm not trying to help one. If I have 45, I ain't trying to help one. If I have 100, I ain't trying to help one. I'm trying to help 75% to 100%. I'm trying to help all if that's possible. But I know it's not. That's why I put the high percentage of people that I wanted to help. So when you look back at it, there's a lot of success, from business owners to get it in a scholarship, going to school for free, to being smart, educated enough to where you could start a business, work for yourself. All the things that I've said during the time of building a program, every single player is on the verge of doing that. You're fine. You're one of the founding players. You're fine. You're gonna be fine. Your future gonna be fine. Joe, his future is gonna be fine. Going to school for free. Once he finished, whether it's a great job or owning his own business, his future gonna be fine. Nicholas, future gonna be fine. Mastering Forex right now. Got great parents with great plan for him. His future is gonna be fine. Got Dexter Dixon. His future is gonna be fine. Going to school for free. So who am I missing?
No, I don't think nobody.
I think I named all 6 founding players. Yeah, everybody's future is going to be fine. Everybody's future is going to be great, not just fine. Oh, how you talking about? No, I didn't name Jacoby. Oh, Jules and Jacoby, dude, I only named 4. Same thing, Jules. How can we forget those 2 guys, bro? It's crazy. Yeah, Jules, think about it. Going to school for free, possibility to play at the next level. Jacoby, going to school for free, possibility to play at the next level. That's 2 guys out of the 6 with the possibility to play at the next level. And 4 guys went to school for free off the 6 founding players. But everyone is got some kind of great support system. And that's what our foundation was built on. So even with the holes, and the holes are the tough times that some people don't come through. And we were able to come through that. And I would say 100%. Wouldn't you say that's 100%? If it's 6 founding players, I would say 100% of you guys are successful with the foundation that you guys have. Take one good look at that and tell me what are the odds of starting a basketball team with 6 guys. And they tell you if you help 1, that's good. I basically helped all of you. That's 100% right there. So when I tell people, if you take 10 shots, try to make 10. And they satisfied with 6, because people say, oh, if you make 50%, you're good. And they satisfied with 5. I'm not going to be that guy, because I remember when I was in school, my coach told me to shoot the ball. But guess what? I've done seen enough players shot 25 times. You know what they were doing to me? Throwing away a lot of opportunities. You taking 25 shots and making 5, dude, you just missed 20 shots. And you made some glory shots and people telling you you're great. When I look back, I'm asking myself, where are those guys now? Because I look at myself who took opportunities, real opportunities. Now look what I'm doing. I helped a lot of people. Now all those players that I played with who were taking 25 shots, when I was taking 10, I know my percentage way better than theirs. So even though my coach was telling me to shoot, listen, if I would have grew up playing basketball at a young age, maybe I would have took more shots. But I think I would have been the same guy who's trying to take the best shots. And that's why I'm a great fan of Kevin Durant in these days of basketball right now. Because I almost look at him like every shot he takes, this dude makes. Same thing with Steph Curry. I'm like, dude, they make those shots in practice, not in the games. And I see this dude out there making those shots. I'm like, oh, wow, that reminds me of when I used to shoot back in the days. I'm trying to make every shot I take. So that made my coach look at me as, yo, shoot the ball every time. But I looked at myself as, you know what? I can't be taking bad shots. Bad shots lead to misses. I ain't trying to miss no opportunity. So even though I wasn't that superstar basketball player, because I didn't take 100 shots a game, it taught me a lot. It taught me a lot of how to tell people, teach people how to take advantage of opportunities. And my failure to not take a lot of shots actually helped you guys how to take your best shots. And even you guys playing for me, you never one day hear me complain about how many shots each person should take. I let every single one of you decide how many shots you're gonna take. And you're right here, right now. You know that's true. Everything we're talking about right now is life lesson that I've been teaching you guys from day one. You guys went out there and play. And at that time, you know, Jules was our guy to go to. And there's plenty of times I talk to Jules and I say, hey, you're going to carry us, but you're not going to do anything. You're not going to win without those guys. And Jules understood that. And Jules shared the ball. So it led Jules to take, say, 15 shots a game and make 10. That's a pretty good percentage. not 25 and make 5, not 25 and make 11. That's still not a good percentage to me. Nah. If you're, for me, if you're shooting 30 something percent in basketball, you don't belong on the court. That's my opinion. If you're shooting 40% or more, they say you belong on the court. But if you think about it, if you teach yourself how to take the best shots, you'll be darn near shooting 50 something percent. So look in the NBA right now, and you will see guards shooting a higher percentage probably than back in the day. So you got guys actually taking some good shots. The only ones that's not taking good shots is the ones who they just want to show off and cross over and do all kind of moves. But you know what I'm saying? What can you do? But a guy like Durant, they don't waste opportunities. As a guard, I guarantee you Durant probably shooting, he probably making half of his shots. You know, that wasn't done back in the days. Guys like Durant, outside of Michael Jordan, guys like Durant and Jordan was shooting darn near 30 something percent, you know, or 38%. Now guys that's guards and small forwards, they're shooting like the big man used to shoot back in the days. Back in the days, big man that's closer to the basket.
It's freezing. Hello?